We saw a massive flash crash here on a whole crypto market right now, over like 30% in the altcoins, and even also Bitcoin looking very, very bad actually right now. Also the Nasdaq was dropping to the downside like crazy, and this has only happened because Donald Trump made yesterday announced that he will put customs here on the 1st of November regarding to China. That's exactly the reason why we see massive liquidations here on the whole total market. These are many more charts we want to have a quiet look. Even also going to the question, is it already the end of the bull run, or is it just a flash crash and we're rallying here next into higher levels? So definitely stick around, and let's directly start here. First of all, with the liquidations. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, just subscribe and even also leave a like here on the channel. I'm doing here every day a crypto update video for you, especially in these days when we saw a massive crash here right now. So let's start directly on the liquidations, and here we go. There is no liquidity left down below. Yesterday we went down to 101,000 US dollars, liquidate all people who went here in the market, and even also here you can see here right now there is no much liquidity left. There even some liquidity left here in the top side, beginning at 118,000 US dollars and 122,000 US dollars. That's the only reason what gives me a little bit more hope that we see a little bit more recovery to the upside. But when we have a first look here on Bitcoin, it's looking not that good. So we broke here very key important levels here to the downside. Now the key levels for us right now is here definitely when we're going here to the 4-hourly chart, holding especially this uptrend. If we are not able to hold today this uptrend, we are definitely getting here way lower and in direction of lower 100,000 US dollars and fill this wick here to the downside. Assume we are every time getting a wick in the charts, mostly 80% to 90% we fill this wick. Hopefully we will not fill this wick, because then it would be like very ugly even more for the whole crypto market in general. Today we don't need to talk about the altcoins because the altcoin market is bleeding like crazy. Later in the video we will talk a little bit more about Ethereum, where you can position your next trades here on Ethereum or on Bitcoin. But first of all, for altcoins, it's looking like hell. Even also the fear and greed index is looking absolutely in fear. Yesterday we went still in the greed. And now one day later, by a Trump announcement, the customs against China, we went in absolutely fear, and the market is bleeding like crazy. Also on the liquidations, also on the ETFs, we saw yesterday outflow on Ethereum and also on Bitcoin. Also first outflows after a couple of days. So the first day here for Bitcoin outflows here in the charts. So also here on the Bitcoin ETF, we saw some outflows. It's kind of not that much. To be honest, I was expecting a little bit more outflows, but it's good for us that we're seeing here like a low numbers. It means we have to be a little bit more patient. What we can see here on Monday, because on Tuesday, when Monday the ETFs were working again. So this is also one thing we definitely have to keep an eye on it. But let's go here to the very interesting part, and this was the liquidations from yesterday. Here we can see yesterday over 19 billion of US dollars was wrecked in the last 24 hours. In the last 12 hours, over 18 billion US dollars was wrecked here, 16 billions in long position and 2 billions in a short position. So the whole market was absolutely wiped out. So not only the crypto market, even also the traditional market on the US get a massive drop. Here on Nvidia we saw also 3.7%. Also Apple lose 3%. So absolutely crazy here on the stock market in the US. So over 1.6 billion wiped out of the traditional market here on the US. So absolutely crazy what is happening right now there. So now let's have also a closer look here on Bitcoin, where we potentially get here in some more new positions to trade this move all the way to the upside, because it looks like that we saw this massive liquidation week just as a Black Swan event. And these Black Swan events mostly are the best opportunities to get here in new positions. And especially in these days where the altcoin market is dropping dropping like crazy, these are the best opportunities to get here in some more new position. And by the way, on BitUnix, you just get your deposit bonus. So you get 20% deposit bonus if you're signing up here under my link in the video description. So just scroll down below, click the link in the video descriptions, and then you are able to get here a deposit bonus. You can even also trade with this deposit bonus. So if you deposit $1,000, you get $100 in a trading bonus. So you can open the trade position, especially in market situation like this. These $100 for free giving from the exchange to you will give you a little bit more opportunities to get here in great positions. And also the great part, you can withdraw also the profits you make with the bonus. So a great opportunity to get it over there. So link down below in the video description. This campaign is still running, only like 1 week still left. So definitely make use of using the campaign. And you get also VIP trading level number 1. So link down below in the video description. But back to Bitcoin. And for this one, we get here into the 15-minute chart to see here where we can potentially get here in a new long position right now. So first of all, we definitely hold here this line to the upside. So as long we are respecting this support line to the upside, we are still fine on Bitcoin. And we are right now breaking our resistance line to the upside. So especially when we are getting here a breakout to the upside, the potential target would be here when we are measuring the bottom to the top. On the breakout, we're potentially getting here a move in direction of $117,700, which remains exactly filling up this liquidation wick to the upside, and we are trading again in our trading range here around $118,000 for sure. $118,000 here quite a little bit bad, especially when we came from this last all-time high. We saw a massive drop here in the last couple of hours or in the last couple of days, up to or down to 20%, now here around 10%. So there is a potentially likely scenario that we are getting here this leg here in direction to the upside, which gave you a new trade opportunity here from right now to the top side of 4.6%. With 10x leverage would be 40% to the upside. So great possibility to get here in a new trade position. Also Ethereum, when we have a quiet look here on Ethereum, is trading here right now at our resistance line, is trading here right now at our support line down below here. Also here for Ethereum, very crucial level to hold here right now. I want to see here something like a W pattern we are creating right now. And if we are breaking our neckline, which is exactly sitting here at $3,877, we can also get here in a new long position for Ethereum. But wait, if we also broke here this resistance line to the upside, because as long we are not breaking this resistance line to the upside, we could potentially also see here one more leg to the downside, fill this wick before we getting here into our last bull run upside move here. It would be all make sense here in direction of the end of middle October to get here this breakout in this kind of time zone. And that's basically all from the video today. So you get a little bit more information about what was happening exactly right now on the crypto market. Be a little bit patient, just give the charts a little bit more time, create a little bit more support before aiming here into the crypto market. Otherwise, there is no liquidity left down below. There is only liquidity in top of us. $118,000 is the likely liquidity zone where we will potentially heading to. I also explained to you exactly where you potentially get here in a new long position, and this trade target would be in alignment with our liquidation zones here in top of us. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then we see in the next update video, hopefully with green candles and better trading position.